Now, let's hear from the founder of People First, Rajesh Jayaprakash. We call him Raj. Help me welcome Raj.
Hi guys, thank you Valerie. I owe you all an explanation of what we are doing here, right? Because most of you are not into politics or not apolitical, I would say. Usually you stay away from politics, that's why 32% of people vote in the civic election. Elections come and go, and whether somebody is winning or losing, it's usually their problem, not the people's problem. So we don't really care. But dear all, this election is different. This election is different because we are about to make a huge, irreversible mistake in this city. Something we have to live with for decades to come. Maybe 60 years, maybe a century. And that is this LRT thing. It's not something our kids can come and say that, you should have done something different. It's also our opportunity to address the long-standing issues in the city. Whether it is crime, or I would say serious crime, or affordable housing, or loss of green spaces. All these things cumulatively add up to our city's problems. So what People First is trying to do is address these issues. That's what we are doing now. That's what we are standing here for the city, and we have to do it, and we have to do it now. Now, to be precise, it's time to say enough. It's time to say enough to a council that's bringing this congestion-causing LRT to Surrey. It's time to say enough to a council that did nothing effective so far to address the affordable pricing issue here in Surrey. And it's time to say enough to a council that's still looking the other way when our trees are being clear-cut at night. And my dear fellow citizens, it's time to say enough. Our elected politicians acting like puppets in the hands of their big money dons. Dear friends, it's time to say enough to the Surrey First team. We need a change in the Surrey City Council. Now, how do we do it? Survey, if you have used the City Speaks application, if you have sent emails to the letters to the mayor, you know what I'm talking about. It will be ignored. The way they're doing is they're designing the questions in such a way to get a particular outcome. Those who interacted with the city knows this. Now, how do we do it, or what do we do? I will say let's talk to people one-on-one, get their feedback, come up with a platform with their issues, come up with solution, and go to people with solution to their problem. And better have a costing done on this. It's not difficult, it's how democracy is supposed to be. It is what, the good old government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Now, I have been asked the question many times, who is running? To me, an election should be about what? What are you going to do? What changes are we going to make in this city? Unfortunately, the emphasis is on who, but let's talk about who. None of the team in our team are politicians. We're all regular people trying to make a difference. So, what we are trying to do is to give a platform to such a people to come up and make a positive change in the society. To give them that elected position, access to the resources and money so that they can go ahead and make those changes. And when they come to us, we don't ask them how much money they have, who they know, or the color of their skin, or their religion, whatever it is. We just ask them what issues they care about. What's their solution? How much it's going to cost, and things like that. Or how confident are they in solving those issues during that 4-year term, or at least starting it. That's what we are trying to do with People First, and that's why we started People First, to be an honest party. Now, I won't elaborate on the basic fundamentals of People First, because we already put those on the website. Transparency is our foremost value. People participation, representation, positive politics, but I won't elaborate it because that's already on the website. We also have a 16-point priority list, starting with transportation, of course. We are for SkyTrain, and the reason we are for SkyTrain is while the LRT is making 3 routes faster, it's making 82 other routes slower, which the city or TransLink is not accounting for. All we are asking is, let the people of Surrey decide it. Because we are the ones to live with it for the next several decades to come. We are also a team standing to preserve the green spaces in Surrey by supporting green architecture. We are also the team trying to address crime using technology. We are a team trying to bring that sophistication of life to Surrey using arts and culture. And most importantly, we are a team trying to build that Vision 2050 with people participation. And I have an ask, a final ask. We are a small team. You can look at this room and see, this is a small team. We are doing our best to make this city a better place. The success or failure of this team is completely in the hands of the public. So support us. Support us in any way you can. Together, we can rescue this city from this complacent Surrey First team. And together, we can make the city a much better place to live for us, our kids, and our grandkids. So that's why we are doing this. That is why we are asking you to join us. So please do.